A big day, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with our second Neurostrike stream of the week. We now have two very prestigious teams. Not very prestigious, but we've casted them before. We'll have NuTorious versus Reality. Nighthaven Labs is going to be on the chopping block, and you guys should be excited to be here. As it stands, these two teams are the only two to be topping their bracket. Let's take a look at that one more time. They are both at the top. They both have one game played each. Everybody in the bracket does, but they're the only two to win. With Bad Vibes and Appalachian both losing to these two teams, NuTorious and Reality are going to have these two chances to be able to either advance throughout the bracket and try to get themselves 6 points in this group stage, or stay at that measly 0. And it's only one team to be able to go up to the top of the group. I'm excited to be here. You should be excited to be here. And without further ado, I'll get these glasses off, I'll get out of your way, and let's get straight into the game. Nighthaven Labs, the best out of one series. There's lots of things to do, especially when you need to put your best foot forward right here, right now. There's no second and there's no third map to be able to try and perfect your play. Reality, being gifted the advance of trying to play on defense first. The question is, are they going to be one of those teams that suck on defensive-sided maps? Azami being taken care of as well. If we see Mira fall, it will be a little more challenging to try to hold that upstairs site, and I'm going to be quite intrigued to see how they will hold it. Blackbeard Maverick getting taken off the attacking side, making NuTorious have to struggle a little bit when it comes to taking care of that IT wall. So again, I'm always interested to see how teams are going to build their rosters around this. With Mira falling short last, we're going to be seeing some interesting rosters. But second floor will be the name of the game for the first site, and let's see how they'll play it out. As we will have Reality, a team I'm not too familiar with, hold upstairs first. They have to show us why they're here, why they're committed to being able to win right here and right now. Because if they don't, ooh, this is going to be quite an interesting time for them. You need to be able to advance. You need to be able to play as a team and get those rounds in. Barbed wire is going to be an essential part of holding down Garage, but we're just not going to be seeing it. They will have that rotate that puts themselves into the rafters position. They'll have the man playing Bandit, hopefully to trick. But the question is, are you going to either get fragged off first from the Garage, or are you going to get those Ace Selmas taken care of? A little bit of a surprising pick. You'll have that Ram on the Boogie drone. See how she'll play that out. But as of now, they'll have the Monty as well. Blackbeard taking the majority of the ban, but it still allows Monty and Blitz to be played quite frequently. The meta is so obvious right now on how overpowered these two specific operators are. And just to see how they'll be able to adapt to it, it looks like the main idea is going to be quick reaching into Garage. And right now, they don't have a Frost Mat set there. I don't know what that first Frost Mat placement is, but as of now, First Blood goes into the favor of Quick Cape as he gets an easy shot through the barricade and deletes Zeishi on the other side. Freak getting opened up with little to no resistance. You brought a Bandit, but he's fallen asleep at the wheel. We're almost 45 seconds in, and now First Blood goes against Reality, and they're gonna have to play a game of catch up now. Giving up Raptors quite fast allows these attackers to just walk on in, and a quick reinforcement was a little bit of a challenging idea, and it was rewarded by death. As now 5v2, bodies dropping from the waterfall side is good, just hits headshots in and around everywhere, as a flawless round will take matters into their own hands. NuTorious run and take care of anybody who walks into their sights, and what a nutty shot there to take care of business. That's 1-0, and I feel like that's now just set the tone for this game. Taking us on to the same exact site. Let's see if they'll be able to hold it down a little bit better. I mean, you brought that Frost and you completely drove away from its intended purpose. Deny any form of aggression. You put in a random floor, but you didn't put it on the window where Monty usually rushes in from. Granted, Monty wasn't the reason you lost that round. I mean, you just have good taking care of business here. Walt is on in. through waterfall and deletes anybody who walks into his crosshairs also becomes a problem. You'll have your Jaeger solo reinforcing the rafters wall with IT open and head holes leading into it. I mean, it's a little bit of you deserve what you try. High risk, no reward, as that will be a very, very disastrous round here for Reality. Let's take a look here on how they'll be able to try and approach it. Previously, that wall fell quite easily. They'll bring that to Borrow and Cade for that trick. The question is, are they going to be able to get it right? We saw that breach fall quite fast the previous round. Quick Cape going to be establishing that verticality quite soon, but is going to have a nice little surprise of DMR to the face. That AR-15 does pack a punch. Even that slug shotgun in the hands of Cade. You have to be careful. They're going to continuously start to just send in as much utility as possible, and Quick Cape no smarter than to get aggressive. The Cali Lances, they can blow up the Tabaros, and again, that'll be first blood in the favor of NuTorious. You have to ask yourselves what the hell that play was. There's easier areas. There's easier places in the floor to be able to try and prevent the verticality, but just not being seen here as that breach is going to be opened up. You've now lost your Kaid, regardless of how many Zoto canisters you have, which now is just one measly one. That breach is going to get open. Hunda not even looking to try to go for it as he looks to sit close and try to deny the Kali. Unaware, Joker will fall, but in the meantime, you'll have another body fall before he is taken out. Quick little refrag, leaving it at 90 seconds left, and NuTorious finding themselves with a one-man advantage. Quick to be changed. Quick Cape taking an immense amount of damage left here at below 50 HP. The question is, what does he have in response? They look to address. They look to find that entry, that string to pull on, the threat to capitalize upon, and it looks like they found him. It's the man sitting in the middle of the site, just doing absolutely nothing. Punda with the spatial awareness of my cat, God rest her soul, been good, capitalizing on that connector wall, allowing Ace to advance as well. Quick shot, Wolf tries to keep his team on the board. There's 3 bodies left to advance now. A minute doesn't make matters impossible. You don't have that C4 for denial, so you're gonna have to get involved and aggressive. But that quick little peek from Good gives him another 2. And a quick little peek, 2 to the quick dome, and that'll be enough to call him quits, dead, and give that second in a row to NuTorious. Interesting play by NuTorious here. I mean, they're in the building. They're capitalizing upon all of the mistakes that are being made here. But why Reality? That's all I can say. I mean, why are we continuously swinging the feed holes that you died to previously? I mean, it's all about adapting. It's all about playing like a team, but that's just not seen here. Nowhere. But they'll have a different site to take their hold to, and the question is, are they going to change that narrative? Because they've been struggling currently, but can't count them out. A 2 lead is not something you can consider too safe. Still, very possible to be able to turn it around, especially when you're on defense. In Reality, I hope you can. Tries to hold out here, and the question is, I've yet to see a rotate on this kitchen wall, because if you don't have anybody playing near vending, it becomes a problem. But that castle barricade makes it a little bit safer. It's a little bit of an extensive setup, but do they have enough manpower to be able to hold it? Usually with the traditional plays, you have that Animus hatch popped open and players sitting in storage and warehouse and looking to play safe, because now you're gonna give up space. Just like Quick Cape here just walks in and assumes control of storage and will be allowed to play verticality quite fast. Now, he has the cross on anybody walking through, and he can also help open up the breach. C4 wasted as well. Look at what one person has managed to do all by himself, and he's going to make these defenders wonder what they can do next. No extension out. That's going to be a problem, considering there's not a single attacker approaching from the kitchen side. The drones rain on it. They look to continue and play it out here. Play as a team, but again, what is that castle? It just allows easy entry into the building, and now Jog are paired up here with the floors and the Acers, allowed so much space control. You'll have Quick Ape on the other side, adding in that pressure as well. Verticality, trying to play it with a shotgun, but the Flores pistol will be enough to take care. Crosshair placement, beautiful, good. Definitely that very, very influential player for his team. 5 kills to 0 fatalities, and he's looking to continue and make that margin bigger. 90 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like another Notorious-sided affair. They continue to come knocking on the door of reality, and they just don't have an answer for them as these attackers continue to get more and more aggressive as the rounds go on. Currently, there you go, refrag. Oh, finds one, looks to find the second, but just no bueno. He'll be refragged almost instantly, leaving reality down a man yet again. Again, looking to get active here, just waltzes on into the site. K does have that C4, but he's also one tap the second somebody swings in. If he is hit by one bullet, you have one man with you watching that cross and Animus. If this Thatcher can land one bullet with that very, very heavily hitting L8, he is going to be deleted. Just like Quick Cape will take care of Zishi, that plant is going to go down. Cade, how are you going to respond? People walking down cargo. What a beautiful denial, but the plant will go down. A man left in the pool of attackers looking to address, but just no bueno. So much attacking utility used to be able to allow that plant to go down, leaving Punda at 100 HP, no C4, and a Zoto in 28 seconds to be able to try and deny this plant. You need to find 2 bodies. You need to kill and defuse. The question is, you've now become the attacker. Do you have enough time to be able to take care of business? The answer is no. Beautifully played out here by Notorious. What a way to reel it back in here. Beautiful C4 from the Kite. If he had just thrown it 1 millisecond earlier, it would have been a denial of the plant and it could have reeled things back in, even if he had fallen. I mean, just 3 bodies traded out in 5 seconds. It is just a beautiful play out for either side. I mean, you found that first, you found the second, and almost even that third, you left it at level, but being at 1 HP, especially with a very aggressive Notorious, because now you're allowing them to build up that momentum, it just becomes a problem when you cannot address pick for pick. Looking now to go right back to the same site with the very interesting same extension. I just want to see it work once. If you were to place it on this external window, you wouldn't allow the Ram to toss in her boogie drone and play verticality fast. But now that you put it on that door that faces into lounge, you lose so many angles. You lose the control of the hallway. You lose so many different areas of the map that you didn't know you even had. But same setup, same exact roster, and let's see if they can adapt this time, because now they've rotated out the Tabaro for a Fenrir. Now they look to open up the wall, but in the meantime, these attackers are looking for answers, and they will find one. The question is, can you find the second? Verticality soon to be established here as they're knocking on the door very aggressively. Punda, you just relieved so much pressure from that kitchen side. Gave it up completely for a refrank. There's another, and it's going to be bodies dropping. They're putting on a clinic upstairs as it'll be another body to drop. Reality just having the unfortunate reality of having to walk into the bullets of those DMRs. Now, that'll be another body for Notorious unanswered by reality, leaving them in a 4v2 situation before we get to that halfway mark of the round. Zishi finding himself upstairs, looking to find a flank here. 0-3 is going to be how he will be looking to set himself up. Good. Seemingly just knows. I don't even know how. K doesn't make any sound, but they will prance on the opportunities. Ishii opening up himself to get a kill here. And now both defenders will sprint back into sight very, very fast. One man playing out bottom cargo, the next in Nano, looking to deny the pressure from Animus, but that hop over really gave up your spot, and Faster is just there to capitalize. 1 HP, you just had to land a bullet, and now you put your teammate in a 1v3 situation where he has a 3-way angle left onto him, and it's no one else but Good to continuously find 2 after 2 after 2 to find himself going 6-1 as we approach the halftime. We're 2 rounds away from it, and we find ourselves in a blowout situation where Notorious are looking at a 4-0. If you guys are unaware of what's going on today, usually you see in my streams that we put down the name, the league, and the teams that are playing. But today's an exciting day, ladies and gentlemen. We have a triple header. So after this game, at 8:30 AST, we will have another game. And after that game, we'll have a 9:30 game. I mean, absolutely lovely. They're all BO1s, group stages, 2 of them console and 1 of them being PC, which is this current one. So stay tuned if you guys do like this casting content. But focusing on the current reality of things, you see what I did there? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We head on over to the same site they haven't been able to win twice. They're currently 0 for 4 on the upstairs and downstairs sites so far. And I mean, I think the setups have a large role to do with what's been going wrong, but also it's just a teamwork. We're not seeing any teamwork, but the aggression sometimes is needed, but not with that Sabaro. You'll find first blood. You've taken care of the hard breacher, but what about the second one? There's still a Cali left on the board, and now Kate has nobody to trick with. He's just gonna have to get lucky with those electric claws. Callie, an operator you do need to get used to for CJX. I've seen a lot of teams get used to her, especially with the fact that she can't deny with a lot of those electricity effects coming to our new engine. Bridge getting opened up quite quickly, and yet again, he manages to deny it. The question is how? Where is the Kaid Claw? Love not even looking to trick it. There you go. Second time's the charm as the second exothermic will rip a hole into IT. And these attackers look to address. One man sitting in electrical, mute, playing a little bit aggressive here. Might be able to find a kill if anybody goes connector or if they get too close to that electrical window without being aware of their surroundings. Sishi really trying to hold off the pressure. In reality, forced to come right back to the site. And now Cali burning off that F-Naught. I mean, it's the cruel reality, ladies and gentlemen. You usually like to put the F-Naught up there, but the question is, why didn't they? As ATK opens it up on the electrical side of things, he'll address one body, looking to find the next. Almost would have been beautiful, but now he hasn't even forced the kit to go loose. Taking care of the thermite, but now they're addressing it from waterfall. And I mean, Lee Harvey Oswald has head off as Yogur will take care of reality, and now leaving Woofers on the other side. Command all by himself with 3 bodies to address. That's shocking. Leap from the close range. Finds the first. The question is, can you do what is required to find all of them? Could have turned on those glasses a little bit sooner, but again, you have to take care and you have to take into account that those glasses take time to turn on. Left in an almost impossible situation to fall short, and NuTorious continue to build up their lead, leaving us 1 round shy of the match point. No way we go for a 7-0 when I thought we could have gone a little bit longer, but apparently not. I mean, insanity is genuinely going or doing the same thing over and over, or reading the same book over and over and expecting a different outcome. These guys haven't even tried to approach that first floor. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. You can play like an idiot above, you can play like an idiot from below, but this map has so many opportunities, and that's why it is so well loved. Yes, it is defender-sided, but you made it look like it is attacker safe haven. Try some different things out, especially if the sites haven't been working out for you. But missing out that memo, and now making us go to a 6th round and the 4th upstairs defensive. Something beautiful from NuTorious is their ability to play in and around the map. If they see something's not working, they will quickly rotate. I mean, you had one man faster falling in electrical, so they completely switched it up and went to the other side of the map, pushed in from command and waterfall at the same time. Beautiful. They know what they're doing. They know how they want to do it, and the question is, can they continue to do so, especially when they get to defense? Because right now, their attacking is absolutely beautiful. First pick found, and the Zoto canisters continue to get shot out here. Right now, very easy kill for Punda, but just not being able to capitalize. You have to be ADS as you look through the floor. Quick shot by Joker. I've never seen anybody so lethal with a sniper rifle before. Some Black Ops 2 experience under his belt for sure. As now he's granted full Raptors access, and now allowed to rip up from within as you'll find 3, make it 4 as you'll down 1 accidentally. The question is, can he find his ace? Waiting from electrical, but denied so swiftly, leaving it in a 4v1 situation. Only 1 flawless round in this game has occurred, but now Reality looks to deny, but his location has been given out to the attackers, and they look to get very aggressive. You have an M8 shotgun, but so does Deimos, and a nice buckshot shotgun to center mass will be enough to deal with that damage. Match point imminent. Let's take a look at that 4K yet again. I mean, he just walked in so excited to find that ace. He didn't even mean to down that 4th person and still found it. Took care of business, and I mean, that's the type of hype I like to see. As it stands, we are now 6-0. This might be the fastest game I have ever casted in my life. 34 minutes and counting, and 10 of those minutes were for the waiting screen. Oh, Reality, can you attack better than you defend? Do you have a world-class comeback on your hands? Or are you just going to fall short? A little bit of a different lineup here from Reality. I think this is the all causes given up theory, where you just full send a certain area of the map and hope for the best, but apparently not. Oh, this has to be bullying. Joker has a different memo for that, finding 1 in landing a boss G bullet to take him down to another down state. I thought he went down, but no, he's at 1 HP. Looking to address now. Quick cape, getting the full pressure of bottom garage quite soon. Monty gonna have that nice little surprise for him. We're now going to be the blitz as they advance into the waterfall. They look to make matters worse. They look to hold, but now flanks coming through. Gridlock, you're doing it too late. It's the first thing you do. And now the plant goes down. Can we find that first round in response? A 1v3, 1 man is downed, and Nomad has her pistol out. Flash to give herself the ability to reload that primary, but is just gonna continue. There you go. Now, 1 isolated 1v1, but you know how unbreakable that shield is. But if he walks into the air jab, he can force that shield extend. All you have to do is bait out that extend. Faster knows this. If he can just do that shield break, if he can just get matters put into his own hands, if he can just put this timer against him, he might be able to break it, walk through, and allow this Monty to hit the air jab as well. As he looks to bait, he looks to do something here. No bueno, as finally Reality find their first round. Thank you, God, as we're not going to see a perfect 7-0. Finally, something has went into the favor of Reality, and their attack is definitely better than their defense. But the question is, do they have 5 straight rounds left in them to be able to address that over time? Now, the question is, can Reality do it? A little bit of banter left in the chat. I mean, a 6-1 is basis for banter, but this is going to be one for the all times if they can manage to cinch a comeback. They'll look to address it yet again. 5 EDDs left the place, and the question is, where is he going to put him down? They're going to go for the same exact thing, this time rotating in that line for the Deimos, rotating her out for a Finka. Now, don't get spawned beat by the boss G. Main idea. Capcan is just going to be using him for the gun, and I've never seen anybody use Cap for it. Faster giving up his teammate in another spawn peak, but just no bueno. This time, not a single fatality suffered here for Reality. Just some damage taken, a little bit of weight shedded off that old block, but there is surge. There are surges if she does need them. No frost, no EDDs, no smoke, no C4s. Not on this side of the map, at least, and it looks like we might see another one-sided affair. can Reality continue to push for a comeback as they look to address Garage? They add in that pressure as well. A double-faced attack, trying to take care of Garage and Electrical all at once. The question is, can they coordinate perfectly to be able to do so? As you have one man already walked in through mud, Capcan briefly and swiftly sets up those EDDs. But now, Faster, you're going to have the nice, pleasant surprise of having to deal with that split. What the hell is Ash doing? I mean, nobody knows, as one kill takes care of your Monty, and LeBron drops in a C4, but with no connection. But on the other side of the map, you'll have the Blitz in the building taking care of business, alongside with AE. Hopping right into sight. What did you expect? Full body exposed. It'll be a refrag, but he was unaware the gridlock was there, leaving it at level 2 for the gridlock as she walks in. And now, it'll be 3 if she can find her finish as Good has below 75 HP. The case loose in time against him. One man addressing from Waterfall. Come on, you're gifted the ability to make a comeback, but you've lost it. Reality, AE, don't choke. Ice in your veins addressing that electrical side, but can you cinch it right here, right now? Goodness needs to land a headshot or a slug shot, and swinging into his bullets with that frag maybe isn't the best of ideas. He's currently 12-2. He currently looks to take care of you, and you don't have the case. Nerves starting to build up a game of just bullet ballet, and he continues to get in his head with those mind games, his teammates egging him on. And right now, what are you going to do, AE? You can continue to sit in this site, but you still won't have the case no matter what you try to wait out here. Patience is a virtue, but now only for the defender, considering he has all the time in the world with his HP. Can you pre-fire him before he shotguns you? And the answer is no. That's game. 7-1 will be the scoreline here as NuTorious take care of business and take the points to go on top of their bracket. I mean, Jesus. Wow. 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 I don't think I've ever seen anything worse than that before. I mean, well played. They tried to continue with the same pressure from the rush. They tried, and I think that's all that matters. But as it stands, that'll be game, and NuTorious take those points. They'll go up to 6, giving Reality 3 points and leaving them in that second place. Right now, as I've mentioned before, we are going to be doing a triple header today. The next game starts in 29 minutes, so please stick around, drop a follow, and let me know what I can do better. My Twitter DMs, Discord DMs are always open for feedback. And ladies and gentlemen, we will see you quite soon.